Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Breakout. Like I said, last episode, we are going to be doing canola for the power down here. Now you'll see I did put the coal generator there so that I could get some quartz, but that is it. That's the only power generation that is down here currently, other than this over here, but I wanted to make a little something different. So, I did go into a test world and figure out what would be the best way to actually use the canola. The oil generator here and the compression dynamo here from thermal were my two options that I was going to choose from. The compression dynamo I tested with Signalum as the upgrade, and also, what was it? All three of the augments available for it were the ones that generate more RF. So it was making 400 a tick, which honestly would be probably a little better if I was going for something that's going to be a bit more intensive than what this is. But this right here, with a single bucket, by the way, the test was done with a bucket for both of them, one bucket only. The oil generator versus the compression dynamo. Compression dynamo made 200,000. It was quick, it was very quick. I don't think I'd be able to keep up currently with how much it would use. In the long run, it would definitely make more. A lot more. If I had just an unlimited amount of canola oil, which eventually I will, and I might swap over to it, but for now, the compression dynamo made 200,000 in 10 seconds or so. It did take a lot longer, quite a bit longer, but the oil generator with one bucket made 384,000 versus 200,000. That's like a 60. That's roughly a 60% more, roughly. So yeah, we're going to be using the oil generator. Now you'll see the only major thing I did was I got more canola, obviously, and set up some conduits to pull into this drawer, and also to push canola seeds in here. Now, I shouldn't need any more canola seeds once... Well, actually, I shouldn't need any more to be planted, so I could have just left it to just push them all in here, because I did put a void upgrade. That's what that little icon means. So that whenever canola seeds start backing up, I'll still be able to make canola. But for now, what we're going to want to do is get a canola press, and usually it's one press per, or one barrel to 4 presses. So instead I'm going to do 1 to 1, because why not? I can. It's my Let's Play. So let's take out the floor here a bit, right there. Those are all flying up to try to get to there. Press, 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 press. And now these do require power, so I am going to run that right here. Boop, 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 boop. And I will get... Do I have... I know I made... Where'd I put them? There it is. So I'll get one of these and put it right there. That should be fine. Just into, and should reach, hopefully. Yes, it does. Put those away now. And we'll get the item conduits here, pull out, there's that. We'll get a filter so that it only extracts canola, because eventually seeds will be in this. Whitelist canola, I'll put that like so. Extract on green, always active. So now these should all be full of power and should be, as soon as I turn insert on, getting canola. So insert on, and insert on. Now, these are all getting quite a decent amount of canola. So we'll come here with the pressurized fluid conduits. And one thing about pressurized fluid conduits, if there's already a liquid in them, they will not connect to each other, unless you force the connection by right-clicking on them. So we only want these to extract, always active, always active, always active, and always active. So now those are all extracting, and eventually they'll back stuff with canola. We will then, right here, where at? Yeah, we'll put it in the floor right here. Put the barrels like so. And we'll force connection there, and these I only want to insert, because I do not want it to run out in here and then accidentally get backstuffed with the refined canola. I did make the Electrum upgrades and applied them to 2 portable tanks. So we'll come over here. Right, so pressurize, 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 pressurize. We will have you always extract, always extract, and always extract. You will be insert only. And yet again, let's force connection to all these. And there we go. Now we already have 3 buckets. Let's take the fluid laser relay, and eventually I will remember that I need things and not put them away too early. There we go. We only want you to pull out. So we'll come down here. I say going up to go down. And let's go ahead and build out a little bit more here. And where do I want to put this? I think, because it should be right above me, like here. I think it'll reach here. Let's see. Helps if I actually click it up top. Yes, okay. So now that we have that connected, there should be the canola down in here. And good, it is. Look at that, we've almost got 10 buckets now. So we will take, and we've only got 2. Boom, boom. We will completely disable you, and you will extract only. You will insert only. Always active, and there we go. Now we are generating crystal flux. So we will take the power here, We'll run it all the way up here. It doesn't matter if it's in out because it's just power. Now everything here should come alive. So that's getting filled up with power, that's getting filled up, that's getting filled up. All of these need to be connected to the power as well. And there we go. Now the only thing, let's get those out of there. Everything's going as it should. Eventually these will start getting their stuff and I can populate those three. There's the sand. Right, I forgot about flint. I completely forgot about flint even though I brought it to my own attention. Let's get another drawer with a void upgrade. I think, yep, that's how that's made. Get another basic item filter, and let's make a regular 1x1 drawer. Did not mean to throw that, but it's what it gets. Alright, so you are going into the white. I think I might need to change this up a bit. I might need to filter into those and just have everything extract on green for the final. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Where's the paper? Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I did not mean to make 6 of those, or 8 of those rather. I'll eventually count. I need one more. There we go. So let's change this a little bit down here. You are actually to extract on green. You already are, and if I can get over there, how do I do this? Green. So what we're going to need to get is dust, sand, gravel, and I've already got the flint one. So sand, lots of sand. I've got the flint. Do I really not have? Okay. So we want gravel in this one. Make flint. Pretty sure that was the dust. We want sand in this one. Oh, that's sand. There we go. And you have not gotten the first. Why are you not getting anything? I was active on blue. Ah, I have to use the auto hammer for you. Okay, well, let me go get that auto hammer from upstairs to get dust. There we go. That'll be a little faster, and grab that dust. Plop it there. Priority. Get that back to green. There we go. Now, we'll make a kind of little trash one somewhere here. Where do I want to do that? And we'll just do it back here. And good, that's already got that, so insert, no extract. And we will put that there. There's the void upgrade, so that's all good. Now everything should be properly working. Probably should have actually paid attention before the end of last episode to realize that that was not going to work. But, you know, got it all fixed now. We are a little bit struggling on power still. So what I might do is get another generator, because we are already at 16 buckets worth. So yeah, I'm going to get another generator and probably move this over by one, that way I have the room. So I will be back after that. Alright, so we are going to be doing a little something extra here as soon as I get my iron. I'll make a cauldron here. Now what we're going to work on is actually getting, well, one, infinite water, which is just the end of war here. But two, we're also going to work on getting ore processing done. So as soon as, let's see, do I not have any buckets anywhere? Really? Okay. 10 bucket it is. There we go. So come here. I should be close to enough. There's one. But we are going to be working on getting ore processing done. And the way that that is going to work, I need slime. Because what I'm going to do, actually, I'll take one of these away and put it elsewhere. So we'll take that. Go. But I need slime, and in order to process using the slime, I need water. And to get the water, I needed an ender pearl. Really? Okay. Thought I had enough water there. It should only need 2 buckets, but I guess when I broke it earlier, it messed it up. So while we wait on that, I'll explain what I need slime balls for. Let's get up here. I want to make some ender chests. Now, I have everything except for blaze rods, but I can get those by taking slime, that's why I need the slime, and combining it with 6 blaze powder. Now, we should be getting quite a bit of blaze powder down here, assuming we have any so far, because that's my luck. Yeah, 18. Unfortunately, I need 8 rods, so that's 3 right there. It'll be a bit. But I should have enough slime once I actually get the water. Let's see. Are you done yet? Almost. Okay, so we're going to take 2 of those, one down there, use some filters and pull, and have them on the insert. That way they will only push in the ore chunks. Then the other will be right here going into the sag mill, which I'm out of the red alloy, so I'll go ahead and put the dark steel grinding balls in there. That will then push into this chest using the item conduit here. And we'll go ahead and take those out and put them here. And everything sitting in here will eventually go in here, but I will be also making another storage controller and connecting it to these basic drawers here. That way all of the ores and everything else that's getting processed in here has a place to go that isn't just sitting in here, because eventually this will fill up with basically unlimited resources. Or infinite, just slowly filling up. Kind of like how this water is over here. There we go. And now let's do the proof of concept that I tried before. There we go. And now I'll just break that, because you only need to have 3 down, unless you're incompetent like me. And actually I don't even need that. I wanted to do the reservoir, because this should work. That should be full now with 10 buckets worth. Take the rice dough here, and you do not count as a bucket. Of course not. Why would you? Waste of time. Waste of time to make that. Okay. Well, I didn't make it. I got it as a quest reward. So, we're going to do this the painful way, instead of the way that actually makes sense. And oh yeah, it's going to take a while, but I definitely have enough slime balls now. So the only thing we're waiting on now will just be getting the blaze powder. That way I can actually turn them into blaze rods. Ooh, didn't realize I had some right here. Let's see if I have enough now. Hopefully I do, because then I'll start it in this episode instead of next. Nope. Not close. Alright, well, that is at least proof of concept of what I'm wanting. Should be able to make 1 of these. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get a wool from here. Chests. Alright, I can at least set up the downstairs portion of this up until I get what I need. So I am just going to come back behind here. I'll place the chest there. And because these item filters are not, or don't have enough filter slots, I am going to have to use 2 of them in order to properly filter this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you on insert, and that will give us the silver, nickel, iron, and platinum in that one. And this will be insert with the lead, gold, copper, aluminum, and tin. And then we just set this to always extract, and there we go. Now that's all set up. Shouldn't be anything else down here for this whole setup for now. Eventually, I am going to work towards getting an applied energistic system. That will be a ways away. Make sure there's nothing in these. Good, they're all empty. That's all backstuffed. Good. So for now, it is just going to be drawers. But up here, I will set everything except for the chest, the ender chest there. So we'll get a drawer. Where do I want to put this? Yeah, we'll just go right here. Let me. Can I make this now? Helps if I spell storage correctly. Drawer controller. There we go. So I need a diamond, 2 quartz. Got the quartz. I need to make a diamond. Should. Once I get the AE system set up, I will get wireless. That way I don't have to keep coming up and down. But for now, that's what I gotta do. So there's the diamond. So I need 6 stone and 6 torches. And because when these get or the ore chunks get sag milled, they make stone as a byproduct, or cobblestone rather. I have some stone. Don't have to wait for that now. And I actually need 5 more stone because I don't know how to count. And we'll make a drawer real quick. Just a little 1x1. There's that. And now these are all connected. Plop that there. And we will go ahead and always active and insert. That way it'll start populating all of those. And we'll come over here. We'll get all except for the alloys. I didn't grab any, did I? Nope. Okay. Everything but alloys will go into this. Potatoes will not either. Neither will conduit binders. So stone, that can actually go down there. Let's see here. We'll put the conduit binders in here. Grab the taters. Put them in there for now. And then it's just a waiting game on this to fill up. So I will go ahead and store all those there. And that eventually will start to back stuff. The sulfur and pulverized coal do not smelt in here, so they'll just stay there. This will eventually populate itself. And you will see this iridium. I can't remember where I get the dust from. That comes from the platinum. So by processing the platinum, I get some iridium, but it's not used for anything unless you just like to collect it. That's kind of the only thing. So that is just about all we can do because it is now the wrapping up point. So I will go ahead and just kind of let this all run and populate itself, and we'll go ahead and get the ender chest and put it right here. Get that set up for the auto pull. There. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Now it automatically pulls. Between episodes, I will get that ender chest there as soon as we get the blaze powder down there. So go ahead, like, follow, subscribe, comment, whatever. Do what you want. Later.